Hello, Prim friends. I am coming to you today from a place I have not been in quite a while. This is Peninsula Village Antiques, and I will make sure that the address is on the screen as well as in the description. And I wanted to talk to you today also about so many of the shows and special open houses that are coming up here in the near future so that you have a chance to put those on your calendar. Now, first off, let's get back to this shop. They do ship. So if you see something that you're interested in, I will try to say some of the prices here as I walk along. Some of the things that catch my eye for sure. I've already done a little bit of shopping, and I'll show you kind of what I've been up to back at the Cape at the end of this video. But this is a really sweet little handmade bird's eye clock case. Just really pretty, very pretty wood, and they have $74 on that. That's beautiful. So yeah, I was talking to my mom this morning, and with all that has gone on in the world, in our country, with the storms, I just sort of laid low for a while. I feel so bad for all these people dealing with trying to restore so much lost. And we certainly keep everyone in our prayers every day. I like this concrete fawn. I don't know that I would want to necessarily ship that. $135. Oh, she's so sweet. And I see a hog scraper candlestick here. And of course, the first thing I always look for is whether or not it has a name. And I do. I see something there. Maybe J.A. and then something underneath. And this one is $75 and then 20% off of that. This is Michelle's booth, and she does post on their Facebook page here for Peninsula Village Antiques. So if you're interested in when new things come in, make sure you check out their Facebook page. So Seville Antiques has a one-day Christmas open house that will be happening on November 23rd. That is a Saturday. Make sure you put that on your calendar. I hope to be there for part of that day, if all works out as planned. So I hope you will come out and say hello. This is a couple of neat little cupboards here, a little corner cabinet for $225 there on the bottom, and then a sweet corner cabinet at the top that is $125. Nice little lantern here, really cute. She has 20% off of $225 for that. Let's look at the bottom, because I know that is something that we always want to see. Cute. There's a nice dry measure. Again, still all we're here in Michelle's booth, so 20% off of $85. I like that small chest. And that looks like the lid does open on that one. Look at the size of that clothespin. Cute. Walter Baker and Company. I think that should be a chocolate box. Gold medal award. Paris Exposition 1900. Trademark Walter Baker and Company Ltd. I think I have a store box somewhere, and I think that is a chocolate. I could be wrong. Pretty little piece of spongeware that is impressed on the bottom. And that is 28. Now we're going into the booth that's next to Michelle's. Here's some punch needle and a skater's lantern. Very sweet. It looks like that says 52 on that skater's lantern. It's a nice wooden bowl. And then a dough roller with hearts. That's really sweet. They have $42 on that one. Pretty comb edge platter or feather edge. Nice large sock stretcher. My goodness, look at how long that one is. That's got to be, I would say, at least 3 feet long, would be my guess, from tip of the toe. It's a nice fireplace trammel hook. Looks like it's a candlestick at the other end. They have 150 on that one. And this, do you know what that is for? I think we've talked about it before. And it says right here at the top, a soap saver. So when the soap is down to little tiny pieces, you can put those in there and then still use it. The floor is squeaky. This is a very old building here in Peninsula. That was a post office at one time, long, long ago. Goodness. The pig, is that a candy mold? Looks like it, maybe. But it's such a big one. French boar mold. 110. Is that marked anywhere? Not seeing it. So in Germany, the pigs are considered good luck. So growing up, not only the pigs, but also the chimney sweeps and ladybugs, all things that when I was a child were, well, part of my childhood were those fun German traditions. Here's some Christmas pieces in this display. That looks like a feather tree fence, I think. Yes, 89. That would make a wonderful display around a nice feather tree. So when do you start bringing the Christmas pieces out? I know as a shop, we need to do these things early so that people can add new pieces to their collections. But when do you actually start decorating for Christmas? I'm curious. That looks like a small Dresden wreath. Well, that was weird. As soon as I went up to this, my camera stopped. But this is a small Dresden brass wreath. Look at all those wonderful pieces. Santa, the fox, butterfly, the bear, a lion. Really pretty. There's a camel and the elephant. And it did it again. Okay, well, for whatever reason, my camera did not like being in that area. So we'll go somewhere else. It just was being very temperamental. These are sweet. The reindeer, the red eyes, those are neat in a Christmas display. I had one once, a box. I think it was like a reindeer cracker. And all right, well, I don't know what was going on with the camera there, but let's try again. Third time's the charm, right? Oh, well, we were talking about German traditions. There's the pickle that you would look for on the Christmas tree. And the person that found that would get a little special Christmas gift when it was hidden on the Christmas tree. There's a nice little shopping cart, an early one for the basket. They have $2.85 bentwood market basket on wheels. Very neat. I like this display over here. Wool Crafters Corner and Antiques. Rug hooking. Nice little pillow made with an old coverlet. That one's $8, that one's $14. There's a little heart there for $5. These are sweet. Little pincushion apples. Apples or a peach maybe. This one is $38 and that one is $45. Another pretty pillow down below there is $14. Cute sign.
Hello. Come in.
Keep seeing gourds like that now for making scarecrows. Some nice Staffordshire dogs. It's a cute chocolate mold in there. What is that? Is that a bear? It's playing a harp. Anton Reich. That may need to come home with me. This shop is neat because there are so many smalls and jewelry pieces and glass pieces that you don't see everywhere. But they do go with our prim era as well. Some cute little sheep. It's a nice old Christmas tree ornament. Neat old, looks like a coffee pot that would sit right in the heating element there. That's 36. And some more of the deer. Pair of celluloid reindeer are 23, looks like, for the pair. It's a neat painted fractor. Looks like German writing. I'm not seeing a date in there anywhere. That's really pretty. And here's another one. Susan Voss Egger, baptized in 1843. That's neat. This shop has some vintage pieces as well. Some neat old wagon wheels back there, and then this little, the Frog Prince story. Spaniel doorstop. He's 95. Pair of antique wool carders. It says 48 on that. Crock. A couple of neat pieces here. I like this architectural piece. It looks like with a big carved sunflower. Tiny little pair of painted crutches. Goodness.
What are you doing, dear?
Those are 89 for the pair.
Watch my husband.
19th century splint basket. Neat trainware piece. Trainware covered bowl as found with repair. Love the old wooden pieces. What is this? Cast iron boot scraper. Stove polish. Oh, that's neat. That looks like thistle design there in the center. Okay, well, I got a little distracted when my camera was acting up, so I was talking about all of the wonderful shows that are coming up, and I wanted to make sure that I got all of those dates out right now. I like this little miniature tin boiler with the lid. That's so cute. They've got 65 on that one. So the Gathered Treasures, Earlier Times, and Simple Goods shows are all coming up the first weekend in November. Earlier Times, you can remember early, that's the first one, so that does open on that Friday, November 1st, and then is also open on Saturday, November 2nd. Simple Goods is November 2nd. Gathered Treasures is November 2nd. Seville Antiques has their Christmas open house on Saturday, November 23rd, just that one day. I think 10 till 4, if I remember correctly. And I will make sure to link the last year's November shows in the description as well. So make sure you check those out if you are interested. Those are some of the best of the best. I say that a lot, but our Ohio area is really blessed with some really wonderful antique shows. And they are coming up. I have some home tours coming as well here towards the end of October. So keep watching. Look at this double drying rack. I had to look twice to see if I was really seeing that. And then the arms on it are just about the longest of a drying rack I've ever seen. I wonder if that was maybe a commercial use somewhere. But what a great display item. That is really neat. Look at how long those arms are. But they fold down, so if you're not needing them, or if you have a big TV that you're wanting to cover, you could put a quilt or a blanket, because those arms are so long, and the base that holds it all is really quite sturdy. So you could put a blanket or something over it to cover a TV, if that's what your intention is. That's $185. That's neat. I don't think I've ever seen a double drying rack, and certainly not one that big. Neat. This is neat as well here, this folk art. It's a painted palette, a painter's palette, and it is signed and dated on the back. 1900, I think, if I remember. August 1900. That is really neat. The couple birds and the wheat. And it's turned into a little picture frame. That is $195. Pretty ovoid redware jug here too. There is some damage at the base, and they have $195 on that. And that one's neat because it has an ochre glaze over the redware. Meander Hill is having their Christmas open house coming up. I think that one is the end of, or towards the end of October. I'll put that on the screen as well if you are in town for that. Tiger maple rolling pin. I love those. I have a couple of those myself. This looks like it could be a tiger maple spoon. Sometimes you can't tell. Maybe it's just the way that it was carved. This is a tiger maple masher. That one is 42. That has a really unusual top on it. Almost looks like a mushroom. Wait. So I wonder, are you coming into town for the Gathered Treasure, Simple Goods, Earlier Times shows? I would love to hear in the comments below if you are coming. I will definitely be going to the show as well, but I will be planning to go and bring you videos from all of those locations as well. So if you're not able to make it into town, hopefully you'll be able to check them out and maybe make it for next year. They have them in the spring and in the late fall. Nice plate rack in a blue. Look at the old book press, 19th century. You know, without having air conditioning, and the humidity would have been, you know, really bad in some areas, and so this was a way to keep the really special books flat. It's a wonder, all the different things that our conveniences, well, there's some things that we just don't have to worry about. Pretty little candle table. And then a lovely 4-door dresser with a bird's eye maple. Really pretty. There's a picture on the wall back here that I want to show you as well, because it was really neat and framed pretty, but it was actual photographs. I'll show you that here in a second. Nice wheelbarrow. The early paint on that. $18.70. That's $3.25. I'm not sure how large of items that they do ship. I know some of you do are used to doing that, and so you have your own shippers that you like to use. So I'm sure if that's the case, that wouldn't be an issue here if it was a larger item. Miniature berry basket attributed to the Shakers. Love that style. We really enjoyed our trip to Shaker Village in Kentucky. If you haven't checked out that video yet, I hope you do. I have another one of all the little shops on the grounds that I need to put together as well. But like I said, I've kind of been busy with some things at home, and I will show you what I have been up to at the end of this video here, what I've been busy with at the Cape. Pretty cupboard with the screen. $3.45, single door. I see square nails. Lovely mocha-ware bowl with the seaweed design. This is a big shop. Floors are creaking. There's a beautiful tile there in the back. It says Rookwood vellum tile, original frame, landscape scene. That's $1,250. That is gorgeous. But it caught my eye because I have this recollection of a restaurant in Cincinnati. I think it was called the Rookwood, but I could not remember for the life of me the name of that restaurant when we were passing through Cincinnati on our way to Kentucky. But now I have to go back and look, because I wonder if it was in fact the Rookwood. It was in a brick, like firing it was just a really neat location. There's some neat powder horns. L. Hahn, H-A-H-N, is engraved in one of those. And then down here was this really interesting picture. Dominic Flower, boots and shoes repaired. And look at this. I can't imagine if this was a family member, how this ends up not still in the family. Goodness. D. Flower, shoe, hospital, sick shoes cured. That is so neat. While you wait. Love that. Look at the size of this spool caddy. 1, 2 layers. Interesting. That's a big one. Is this a little bank? Yep. Cute. %off items with a red X. So I guess that would be 50% off, I think. So we're in the cellar area of the building now. And it's always so different in these kind of places. They're so old, and it's nice that it's now antiques, but it still has that funny, I can remember wandering around in my great-grandparents' old cellar, and it was a scary place. Look at all the old pieces of trim molding. If you were into maybe a repair for a picture frame or something. I think I've seen too many scary books in my lifetime. Read too many scary books, watched too many scary movies. Blown glass, paperweight. That one is $35. Ooh, that one's kind of neat. That one is $45. Look at the size of those springs. Wow. Those are $3.50 each. Couple neat pair of old miniature sawhorses. It's a pretty cabinet. It's quite narrow. Virginia Heart Pine cabinet. I think it says unattached shelf. That's $4.50. That's neat. Some toll painted pieces. Just a lot of miscellaneous things down here. Perhaps a treasure, something that you're looking for. I like the little wooden carrier there. Those are neat at Christmas time, filled with greens. This is a neat scoop. Could hang that on a door and fill that with greens. So many ideas that when it comes closer to that time, I'll see it in a magazine or I'll see it online and think, oh, I know I saw one of those somewhere. Where did I see it? by then it will be long gone. There's a nice little early pin cushion and spool holder. Yeah, this one had the new top put on it, but the old one was not left. That was a fun reveal video that I did a while back. I had one and snipped the edge of the fabric top to see if there was old fabric underneath, and there was. So that was a nice surprise. And here, I'll take you over to this corner and show you these stone steps. Look at that. And that goes up into the main part of the shop. I love that quilt up there. I don't even remember seeing that walking around. We'll have to check that out. Okay, well, welcome to our kitchen at the Cape on the corner. And I know I had mentioned in an earlier part of the video, I wanted to show you and tell you some of the things that has been really keeping me busy earlier here this month. So I don't know about you, but I think all of the terrible news about the storms and people having some real just horrific issues going on, and they are most definitely in our prayers. But it's really made me think about just a little bit of preparedness. And so it's harvest season, and I've really gone kind of full tilt into some of that. Not as much as some do. I would like to do it more. I have never pressure canned. These things are all water bath canned, but I really enjoy doing it, and so that's really something that's been keeping me occupied lately. So between salsas and tomato sauce, apple butter and applesauce, and pickled beets, and there's more in the pantry as well. And then on the windowsill, I just started some homemade vanilla using a couple different forms of a base, whether that's a rum or a vodka. So those are a couple things that I've just started. Never done it before, but they're supposed to be wonderful for gifts. I know I personally would love to receive vanilla, so that's what I've just started. There's a couple little gifts that I've recently received on my windowsill as well, and I love them. I love having them here in my kitchen, and they just mean so much. I'm just always so moved and touched by the emails and things, emails, notes, and cards that we receive about how much you really enjoy our channel. And so I love doing it, and I just really love hearing from you. So I'm glad that our channel does bring some joy. So here are a few of the things that I picked up at Peninsula Village Antiques. Most of these things will be at the Seville Christmas open house, Seville Antiques Christmas open house. The kitty cat that's there in the back, one of our YouTube viewers, I know that she is looking for one of those. And so Jan, if that's something that you're interested in, then that kitty in the back, of course, could be yours. I did get the little tote. I think that would be wonderful with greens in it. Maybe a little thing of the sprinkle of the lights. The real thin little lights would be really cute in there at the Christmas time. I did get this Anton Reich chocolate mold. I think that is a little pig playing a harp. And I just love him. This little piece, I think actually was mislabeled for what it actually is, but I believe that to be a shaker wool comb. So that is one of the pieces that I picked up. Those will be at the Christmas open house. And then this sweet child's wash tub with the ringer here on the back. I just love the look of that. I think it would be great in the fall with either little gourds, but especially at Christmas time with some Christmas greens in that. The rest of the year, maybe some balls of wool or pieces like that in it. I just think it just would be a cute little piece for all lots of different seasons. So again, I will make sure that the dates for all of these wonderful shows between Meander Hill's Christmas Open House, back Simple Goods, Earlier Times, Gathered Treasures, and of course the Seville Antiques Christmas Open House as well. So take care, everyone, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Take care. Take care.